game ruins the whole game, and that's not fun at all. Let's wait until he joins. Then like 5 seconds after he's joined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Playing Deadline, one of my favourite games. GTA 5. Is it only me who thinks that he looks really weird? That dude there, which I'm looking at. Okay, here we go. Freak out. Just say that you're ready. There it is. Say you're ready. There we go. I love Deadline. Best game mode. Voted. Hashtag 2017. This is 2017 now. What I don't understand is how it's like, oh, Jesus was born this many years ago, but years weren't actually discovered until after Jesus. So how did they record that? And you can't say days, because days weren't existing either. They didn't count how many days it was there, because days didn't exist. Because there were I think it was like the Vikings invented it, and it was like they named the days after the amount of after their like gods or something. Crap. But seriously though, how do they know what the names are? How do they know how many days it was if they've never actually had if days didn't exist? Oh, you asshole! Crap! Oh. A lot more fun with friends on here as well, but right now it's not that enjoyable because you can't really hit others like crying in pain. Because I'm really good against all of my friends, because my friends are terrible at the game, so that's why it's easy to kill them. Oh crap, I keep on forgetting that there's an edge on the platform, so I'm going off the edge. That is stupid of me. Ooh, it's the jump thing. Bunny hop. Bunny hops work well with things. Regular. Shot. Turn around. Another little bit close. Oh, good job running person. You're doing really wow! Wow! I'm so proud. I think I'm doing. I just want to make this into a filming chat show. Like, hey, what are my thoughts for the day? Now, one of my thoughts was, why does everyone think that Kara and Tail is evil? She literally tells you to not do a genocide, and you do a genocide. She tells you don't do a murder, and you do a murder anyway. Good job. So I'm making this universe once again. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet though, because I feel like it's not that original of a concept, but it's still, you know, my concept, and I don't want anyone to steal it until I can actually make it into a real thing. I'm pretty good at drawing it so far. One thing I'll tell you is, it's like one of the changing things from details, you know, those ones like story shift and stuff. So far I've made it to then Sans is Asriel, which I think is quite interesting. And Papyrus is Kara, because I feel as if that is a good thing to do. Wouldn't that be really interesting though, just to see that? You know, like, just see the fact that, I don't know, and then Asriel is King and Kara is Toriel, but I want to know, one thing I haven't really sorted out is the fact that they'll have to have formed, Papyrus and Sans will have to have somehow formed something that somewhat resembles the almighty and powerful god of Hyperdeath, but I don't know how to do that, seeing as Papyrus, who is meant to be Kara, doesn't have a human soul, unless I do make it so then Kara is now a monster and Papyrus is now a human. So I don't really know how to sort that. Maybe in this universe they already have a monster soul and they just go and they take that because they are meant to be the heirs to the throne. So I don't know how it would work though. I mean, like, I don't know how it would work. See, I think that the ideas are great and I think that it would be amazing. But at the same time, Kara and Asriel would be siblings instead of husband and wife. So that would make sense, right? But then, where would Sans and Papyrus have come from if they are Asriel and Kara now? I don't know, and that's the answer. I don't understand how I would do that. It's like, how would I do that with that? I thought Gaster could probably be maybe, I forgot what I was going to think of it. I think that Gaster would have been quite interesting as being Metaton. That'd be really interesting and strange, but also amazing at the same time. It would be kind of cool that way. The glee of not... Ooh. That really just saved me from the demise. Beep. Ooh. Okay, I have one health left. Be very careful. Very careful. No! Okay, cool. This is going well. No! Said how careful I should have been. Wasn't careful at all. Flipping God. They're both only have one, like, life left, but I'll be okay. Whoa, we've been doing this for 8 minutes, maybe 9 minutes actually. What? Well, I need to know if who should be Gaster, because I think that Natsuki is going to be, I don't know. I don't think I should include Napstablook or Gaster or Metaton, because they're not actually main characters. People always say that, oh, Metaton, they always include him as a main character, but Metaton isn't actually a main character, he's a side character. He may be more main than the rest, but he's still just like Napstablook and the Mad Dummy, as in, they are bosses, but they're not huge bosses. Their main encounters, they're harder than the rest, but they're not better than the rest. I don't know how to explain it. They're not amazing characters, right? So they're not big main characters who are the really hard boss fights in the game. And the reason that I state that they're not main characters because they are not shown in the end of the Pacifist timeline. They do not go and help Frisk. I actually found that when you look around and all the monsters that come to help, I think that Metaton is there, but they're not actually one of the people that Flowey calls your friend. You do not need to help Mettaton in any way to be able to finish the pacifist timeline. That's one of the things I really don't understand about the pacifist timeline. You don't help anyone but the main characters to find out them themselves. You only help really, like Eleanor. Yeah. So that's why I just why that even exists. I mean, what if you are in a pacifist timeline and you're trying to make everyone in that timeline realise that you shouldn't tell lies and you should be happy with who you are? Why didn't we help that? I mean, that goes, it's basically the essence of not liking itself. It really is really low self-confidence and everything. We don't have it at all. And this you might do by the fact that it brings up Mettaton, but they would have done that anyway, and they do hang up. And it seems as if they do become better friends, but Natsuko is still really upset. We don't try and help them at all. We don't go and have some cool character out with Mettaton, so I don't know why anyone thinks that they're a main character. Gaster as well. When you actually define it, it's never actually stated that he is a character. Toby Fox does not, I don't think he said that Gaster is a main character and it is actually part of it. As it, and the first thing you actually have to dig and define it, it is clear that that's not meant to be in the game. So even if people say it used to be in the game and it was meant to be in the game, well, it's not in the game now, so it's still not a fact and it's still not actually canon. So Gaster, I say, it's not canon. I still sort of like his character and things, but I don't even know where the void that came from. Everyone seems to say that WD Gaster is real. WD Gaster is Sans and Pirates that, which hasn't been revealed. It's just the fact that he's got the same thing. We don't know that he's a skeleton. It's not been revealed. We don't know what that place he found in is called, so I don't know what it's called, the void. We don't know what those things are with called, but nobody seems to have any clue what those weird things are with them. I mean, they come up with all these crazy facts about everything else about him, but they don't even care about those weird objects that are found nearby him. Everyone says he's in the void, but what does that even mean? They came up with the idea that he fell in there while working on a project, and that's why people said that they should install safety labs, but they've removed him from the game. That was not one little tip off or anything. We actually removed that character from the game, which means that he might have used to be an important thing that was taken out just before the game was finished. Maybe that was meant to be part of the game, it's just he didn't have enough time or he didn't have enough effort to put it in. But even if it wasn't meant to be in there, it doesn't mean that it is in there and it doesn't mean that it is canon. WD Gaster is not canon, stop believing that he is. I know that people like to make comments, and I'm fine with that, but I don't like it when people say that WD Gaster is 100% real and there is no doubts about that. I mean, he was removed from the game. There is no living evidence that Toby Fox wanted him to be found. I mean, for God's sake, he even put this little message into the game's audio file telling you not to reveal any more secrets, or he would never add any more secrets into the game ever again. And people still reveal that message. He says, I won't reveal any more messages. If you reveal this to other people, I won't add any more secrets. And people still revealed it, which means he's probably never going to add any more secrets. He's probably never ever going to look into the game because he shared that. Thank you, I mean, I have told you, right? But I didn't tell you what it's called or where it is. I said that he told people not to tell other people, but that... Okay, now back to the point where Mettaton is not the main character. They are like Asriel. Asriel is not a main character. character. He is not in a main. He is a main role in the story, but he's not a main character. He is in the backstory of it. He has he has a more defining role than Metaton, yet they think that Metaton is more of a main character than he is. And I don't understand. People mention, when they say, oh, the main character, nobody ever lists Asriel. Yeah, Asriel is a huge defining feature. I think that people always list Metaton as a main character because of the fact that he's got such a defined personality. But that really doesn't actually... He doesn't really devote anything to the story. All he does is distract you, really, during the time in Hotlands and everything like that. And I also don't understand how people find to forgive Alpha so easily. I mean, if you think about it, she did just set someone on us to kill her. She is the one who turned on all the traps which you spent ages and ages working on. When there was that bridge, where you walked across the bridge and there were those magic dudes and Night and everything like that, that was her and Metaton, and yet people seem to forgive her so easily for doing that. Why would they forgive Alpha for doing that? Sure, forgive her, but why would you forgive her so easily? I mean, she just almost murdered you. Well, she probably did murder you a lot of times, yet you forgive her. Now, I am someone who did a neutral one first, and I didn't really understand that Metaton was a robot. I don't know. For some reason, I just randomly killed Metaton, and that was basically the only character that I killed. I think it's probably because of the fact that he was a robot, right? So no real harm done, right? But no, apparently not. Apparently this random robot dude is a real person, and I should feel bad about killing this robot. So the game Undertale is just filled with a ton of secrets. I mean, you could kill someone who you think has no role or purpose in life and just wants to die, yet you'll get punished for it. If someone asks you to stab them, you'll get punished for stabbing them even though they told you to. It's not really... Wow. I don't know if I can just tell you. It's not really a choice of, hey, they told... It's not really one of those things where it's like, they told me to do it, so I did it. You can't do that thing. Also, another thing that I need to just say, Sans is probably depressed, but if you went by the rule of, if anything is not stated in there, right? So if you just look at all the fan theories, right? It's never actually stated that Sans is depressed in the book. It's also never stated that Sans has some almighty power which he kills everything with. My theory is actually that Sans absorbs one of the human souls. I mean, just think about it. A Mega Flowey, when he attacks, Sans just sits there randomly. I mean, he just chills. Sure, he gives you some bones, he attacks a couple of bones, and it is stated a bunch of times that Sans is lazy. What happens if he was lazy? He can still teleport and everything like that, but he just, like, can't do everything that he could. He can't do everything that he can in the genocide. So just imagine this. He knows that you're too powerful and that you'll probably kill Asgore. He knows that Asgore is a little bit shaken up and that he won't absorb the human souls until you are dead. He knows that Asgore will get killed if he doesn't absorb the human souls, but he can't speak to Asgore because he's just Sans. he knows that Flowey is telling Asgore about you, so he knows that Asgore is waiting for you in the next room. So, using his teleport abilities, he goes and he finds the human souls and he kills them, and he takes them and he absorbs them. And the reason that he hasn't changed that much is because, well, he has changed. He has a blue eye now. I believe this is the patient's soul that he has absorbed. He didn't want to absorb all of them just in case he died and Asgore did decide to absorb them. But Asgore didn't. I mean, why would he do that? Seriously. The whole world is crumbling away and he just won't absorb them. His wife is dead, all his children are dead. Everything is going bad for this dude, yet he doesn't decide to kill you. Is it because he can see Kara in you? I mean, going back to the Sans theory, right? There must be a reason that he's, you know, not really good at anything. What if he is weak? He can't literally do anything. He literally, before he got Sans Essence, he did literally no damage. Well, he did do damage, but not very much. He did. The patient soul would match very well to his genocide roots. His genocide roots would be perfect for patience because, well, duh, he's very, very patient. He talks a lot about just to give up. I did. Are you sure that Patience didn't give up? What happened if Patience gave up when he was stuck down there? Or he, obviously. When the Patient soul was stuck down there. What are you... Yeah, what are you doing? You're backing off! Back off! Okay, sure, whatever. You just interrupt my live stream. I'm really upset now. You know, I was talking about my Undertale theories, and you just like jump in here like, yo! I'm like really upset. The double RP stuff are terrible. Why are you even playing them? Why do you need money? Oh my god! You play this game, right, and you don't even play it for fun. You play it so you can beat people. You're not even that good at the game. You spend ages just randomly playing games that you don't even flipping like that much to get money, and you don't even know what you're gonna do with it. You think you're gonna get a business or something? No, because Fern is going to get a business, isn't she? You're basically saving up for nothing because nobody, right, will join your flipping business. Because I've got a motorcycle club which I can go to when you're online. And then Fern's gonna have her own business before you do. Why don't you save up for like an armoured car? Yeah, well, you won't earn any money because you need it. Yeah, yes I am. Nobody's gonna watch that. I hate you so much. I'm just gonna stop fighting because you just ruined my flow. You ruined it!